All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Sip and Talk.
Yes.
So today we're diving into a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. Or maybe I should say my bed.
Ooh.
We are talking about sleep.
Ooh, very nice.
And, you know,
yes,
it's a good thing we're talking about this because you look like you could use a nap.
What can I say? I'm a busy person.
Right.
Lots of important stuff going on. Well, you know, like trying to figure out how to get Sip and Talk back into the top 100 podcast charts.
Yeah.
It's been tough.
It has.
You know, we've been getting a ton of requests to go daily, but it is tough to keep up with that pace.
It is a lot of work.
It really is.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, we'll get there.
We will.
With great power comes great responsibility to deliver awesome podcast episodes.
Exactly.
Spider-Man said that.
Yes, he did.
So, speaking of awesome episodes, let's get into this sleep thing.
Yes.
We spend like a third of our lives doing it.
We do.
But have you ever really stopped and thought about what's going on?
Like, why do we even need to sleep?
Yeah, I think a lot of us just take it for granted.
Totally.
We know we feel terrible when we don't get enough. But the why of it all is pretty fascinating.
Yeah. So, okay, let's start there. What's the deal with sleep?
Well, you know, our bodies are pretty amazing machines.
Yeah.
They're constantly working to keep us going.
Right.
Even when we're not consciously aware of it. And sleep is kind of like hitting the reset button.
That's right.
Both our bodies and our minds.
So it's like taking your car in for a tune-up.
Exactly. During sleep, our bodies repair tissues, build muscle, and release hormones that are crucial for growth and development.
So, like, think about how athletes prioritize sleep.
They know it's essential for recovery and performance.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about the mental side of things?
Right.
Does sleep affect our brains, too?
Big time. Our brains are incredibly active during sleep, even though we're not consciously aware of it.
Really?
Yeah. It's actually when a lot of important processing and consolidation happens.
Consolidation. What does that even mean?
So think of it like this.
Okay.
Throughout the day, our brains are taking in tons of information.
Yeah.
Sight, sounds, experiences, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And during sleep, our brains sift through all that information.
Okay.
Organize it, and store what's important.
Oh.
It's like hitting save on all the important stuff from the day.
So that's why I can never remember anything after an all-nighter.
Haha, exactly.
My brain's save button was offline.
Makes sense.
But seriously, that's pretty amazing.
It is.
It is.
And there's more.
Well, there's more.
Research has shown that certain types of sleep, like deep sleep and REM sleep, are especially important for specific types of memory.
Okay.
For example, deep sleep helps consolidate factual memories, while REM sleep plays a role in processing emotional memories and even boosting creativity.
Wait, so if I get more REM sleep, I'll be more creative?
Well, it's not quite that simple, but there is a connection.
Okay.
Think about it. How many times have you woken up from a dream with a new idea? Right.
Or a different perspective on something.
Actually, that happens to me all the time.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm definitely starting to see why sleep is so important.
Good.
But here's another question. What about all those animals that sleep in totally weird ways?
Right.
You know, like bats sleeping upside down for hours on end?
Yes.
Or dolphins sleeping with only half their brains at a time?
Right. The animal kingdom is full of these bizarre sleep patterns.
It's true.
And honestly, it makes our human sleep habits seem pretty boring in comparison.
So why are there so many different sleep styles?
Yeah.
Like, is there some evolutionary reason why a bat needs 20 hours of sleep while an elephant can get by on just a couple?
Yeah, that's a fascinating question.
It is.
And while we don't have all the answers,
right,
it seems like sleep patterns are often linked to an animal's lifestyle, their environment, and even its place in the food chain.
Okay, so give me an example.
We'll take prey animals, for instance.
Okay.
They tend to sleep less.
Because they need to be more alert to predators.
Right.
Imagine a little rabbit trying to catch some shut-eye while a fox is lurking about.
Yeah.
Not a good survival strategy.
Yeah, safety first when you're basically a walking snack.
Exactly. And then you have animals like bats.
Yeah.
Which sleep for ridiculously long periods.
It's true.
But there's a reason for it.
Okay.
Bats are nocturnal. So they're most active at night when they're hunting for food.
Right.
All that nighttime activity takes a lot of energy, so they need a lot of sleep to recover.
Okay, so basically, sleep is like this finely tuned adaptation that helps animals survive and thrive in their own unique environments.
Exactly. And it makes you wonder, you know, what can we learn from these animal sleep patterns?
Oh.
Could understanding their sleep strategies help us optimize our own sleep?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Right.
Maybe we can learn how to power nap like a champion from a cheetah or something.
Well, maybe not quite that, but there's definitely a lot we can learn from the animal kingdom when it comes to sleep.
This is blowing my mind.
Right.
Like sleep is this whole other world that we're only just beginning to explore.
It really is.
And speaking of exploring...
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
I know you know where I'm going with this.
Yes.
The Mickytolife YouTube channel.
You got it.
Okay, guys, if you're not already subscribed to Mickytolife, you are missing out.
You are.
It is like a passport to adventure.
It is.
From exotic travel destinations to amazing whiskey tastings. Plus, Mickey's got this infectious energy.
He does.
That just makes you want to get out there and experience life to the fullest.
Definitely. He's like the ultimate hype man for life.
Right. He is.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a little inspiration, a little adventure, or just a good laugh? Check out Mickytolife on YouTube. You will not regret it.
You will not.
Okay, and now back to our regularly scheduled programming, sleep. I have to say, I'm already feeling more enlightened about this whole sleep thing.
Me too.
And we've only just scratched the surface.
We have. There's so much more to discover about the science of sleep, the mysteries of the dreaming brain, and the amazing adaptations that allow animals to sleep in all sorts of strange and wonderful ways.
It's really incredible how much is going on in our brains and bodies while we're seemingly just lying there unconscious.
It really is, and it makes you realize just how complex and interconnected all living things are.
You know, this whole conversation has really opened my eyes to the wonder of sleep.
Right. It's not just about feeling rested. It's fundamental to who we are and how we function.
Well, I think I officially need a nap after all this sleep talk.
Me too.
It's strangely tiring, isn't it?
It is.
But also so fascinating.
Yes.
I'm so glad we took this deep dive into the world of sleep.
Me too.
It's definitely made me think differently about those precious hours we spend in slumberland.
Right. It's easy to take sleep for granted, but it's truly remarkable.
Back to our sleep saga.
Okay.
What are some of the key takeaways we want our listeners to remember from this deep dive?
Well, I think the big one is that sleep is absolutely crucial for our physical and mental health.
Right.
We need it to repair our bodies, boost our immune systems, and consolidate memories.
It's not a luxury.
No, it's a necessity.
It's a necessity.
And we also learned that the animal kingdom is full of fascinating sleep variations.
That's true.
From the ultra-long slumbers of bats to the half-brain sleep of dolphins.
Right.
It's incredible how evolution has shaped sleep to fit the unique needs of different species.
Yeah, amazing.
Absolutely. And finally, I think it's important to remember that sleep is still a mystery in many ways.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much we don't know about how it works and why it's so essential for life.
That's true, and that makes it all the more fascinating, right?
It does.
It's like this giant, unexplored territory
Yes.
right in our own minds.
Exactly. And who knows what incredible discoveries we might make as we delve deeper into the science of sleep.
Okay, folks, you heard it here first. Sleep is way more complex and crucial than we often give it credit for.
We do.
But, hey, it's also pretty darn cool. What if artificial intelligence could simulate sleep?
That's a really interesting thought. If AI could replicate the processes that happen in our brains during sleep.
We're officially handing the mic over to you.
All right.
What are your thoughts on this AI sleep scenario?
Yeah, let us know.
Head over to our social media.
Yes.
And share your ideas.
We want to hear from you.
So we've talked about how sleep helps our bodies and our minds recover and recharge.
Right.
But what about the bigger picture?
Yeah.
Why is sleep so essential for survival? I mean, if it makes us vulnerable to predators.
Right.
Wouldn't it make more sense from an evolutionary perspective to just stay awake all the time?
That's a great question, and it's something that scientists have been pondering for a long time.
Right.
You would think that being unconscious for hours on end would be a major disadvantage in the survival of the fittest game.
Totally. Imagine trying to outrun a hungry lion while you're half asleep.
Exactly. But the fact that sleep has persisted, almost every animal species, suggests that it must offer some pretty significant evolutionary advantages that outweigh the risks.
Okay, so what are those advantages aside from feeling less groggy in the morning?
Well, we've already talked about the energy conservation aspect.
Right.
When we sleep, our metabolic rate slows down and our body temperature drops, which helps conserve energy.
Okay.
And this would have been especially crucial for our ancestors who didn't have easy access to food and shelter.
So it's like switching your body to low power mode.
Exactly. But beyond just saving energy, sleep also seems to play a crucial role in brain development and cognitive function.
So it's not just about resting our bodies, but it's about giving our brains a chance to like catch up.
Right. Think about all the learning and information processing that happens throughout the day.
Yeah.
Our brains are constantly taking in new information, forming new connections.
Oh.
Sleep also plays a role in emotional regulation,
Okay.
creativity, problem solving, and even physical health.
Wow, sleep really is a superpower.
It is.
But this makes me wonder, are there any creatures that don't sleep at all? Like, is there some mythical beast out there that just never needs to shut down?
That's a great question. And as far as we know, there's no animal that can go completely without sleep without suffering some serious consequences. There have been studies on certain animals, like dolphins, that can sleep with one half of their brain at a time.
Yeah.
But even they need to rest both hemispheres eventually.
Okay, so there's no escaping the sleep monster.
Yeah.
We all need to succumb to its embrace eventually.
We do.
But here's another thought.
Yeah.
What if we could evolve to need less sleep?
Oh.
Like, imagine if we could function perfectly on just a few hours a night. That would free up so much time.
I hear you. It's a tempting thought, but it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Sleep is so deeply ingrained in our biology that it would likely take a massive evolutionary shift for us to significantly reduce our sleep needs.
So no shortcuts to becoming superhuman night owls just yet.
I'm afraid not, but hey, who knows what the future holds?
Right.
Maybe one day we'll have personalized sleep optimization programs that can help us get the most out of our slumber.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Right.
Sign me up for the beta test.
But
for now, I think I'm starting to appreciate the beauty of a good old-fashioned night's sleep.
But it's truly remarkable.
And don't forget to check out the Mickytolife YouTube channel.
Right.
Like a shot of espresso for your wanderlust.
Absolutely. And Micky's adventures are truly inspiring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up,
Yeah.
any final thoughts for our sleep-deprived listeners out there?
Well, we've talked about all these amazing benefits of sleep, but I know a lot of people struggle to get a good night's rest.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So
what can people do?
Yeah, what can people do to improve their sleep?
Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, consistency is key.
Okay.
Try to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on the weekends,
Okay.
to regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle.
So no more sleeping until noon on Sundays.
Well, maybe an occasional indulgence is okay, but you don't want to make it a habit.
Right.
You'll throw your sleep schedule out of whack.
Okay. Consistency noted.
Okay.
What else?
Create a relaxing bedtime routine.
Oh.
Take a warm bath, read a book, listen to calming music.
Right.
Anything that helps you unwind and signal to your body that it's time to sleep.
Ooh, I love a good bedtime bath.
Right.
Maybe some lavender essential oil.
Exactly. And make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool.
Okay.
Think of it as a sleep sanctuary.
Right. No phones in bed, no bright lights, just pure cozy darkness.
Yes. And if you're still struggling, don't hesitate to talk to your doctor.
Yeah.
There might be some underlying issues that need to be addressed.
Great advice.
Yeah.
So to sum it all up, sleep is essential.
It is.
For our physical and mental well-being.
Right.
It's shaped by evolution in some pretty fascinating ways.
Yeah. It is.
And there's still so much we don't know about this mysterious state we enter every night.
Well said. And who knows, maybe one of our listeners will make the next groundbreaking discovery in sleep science.
I love that thought.
I do too.
Okay, everyone. That's a wrap for this deep dive into the fascinating world of sleep.
Yes.
We hope you learned something new, got a few laughs, and maybe even feel inspired to prioritize your own sleep.
Sweet dreams, everyone.
Keep sipping and keep talking.